Hola niños, bienvenido a nuestra clase de español. Welcome to our class for today. Hoy, vamos a hacer the human body. How do you say that in Spanish? Well, very simple. El cuerpo humano. So let's see, how do you say the human body? And we speak about the human body in Spanish. Firstly, we know that the human body is divided into three parts: head, trunk, and the extremities. So, how do we say the head in Spanish? La cabeza. Let me hear you say that. La cabeza. Muy bien. Can you say that again? La cabeza. So we have the first part, which is the head in Spanish. La cabeza. Do you know what is this in Spanish? What did you say? Muy bien. La cabeza. Now, we said that the first part is the head, the second part is the trunk, or the extremities. So, how do we say the trunk in Spanish? El tronco. Let me hear you say that. El tronco. Muy bien. So there we have la cabeza y el tronco. So, what is this? El tronco. Muy bien. And then now we have the last part, which is we call the extremities. So how do we say the extremities or the limbs in Spanish? What is that? Las extremidades. Let me hear you say that. Las extremidades. Muy bien. Entonces, therefore, we have the three parts of the body. We have the head, which is la cabeza. We have the trunk, which is el tronco. And we have the limbs, which is las extremidades. What are these parts called again? Muy bien. Las extremidades. Okay. So now that we have the three parts, let us look at first the various parts of the head, which is la cabeza. We're going to look at all the parts that we know in the head. First one we're going to look at is this. Do you know what this is? Oh, we call that the face. But how do we say the face in Spanish? Can you say that? La cara. Muy bien. So, we have the face, which is, in Spanish, we say la cara. So, part of the head, in Spanish, we have the first part, which is the face. So let's review a bit what we did. We did el cuerpo humano. And we said el cuerpo humano is the human body. Good. And we said that it is divided into three parts: The head, la cabeza. The trunk, el tronco. And the limbs, which is las extremidades. Yeah? And parts of the cabeza, we have la cara, the face. What are some other parts do we have in the human body? Can you think of some parts we have in the head? Let us think for a while. What about this? How do we call this? Do you know the answer to that? Ah, yes. We say that this is the eyes for one, or the eyes for both. So the eye or the eyes. How do we say the eye in Spanish? Well, for one eye, we say el ojo. Let me hear you say that. El ojo. And when you have two of them, you say los ojos. So let's go again. When we talk about the eye, we say, for one, we say el ojo. And when we're talking about eyes, we say los ojos. Bien? Vaya. So let's go again. On the face, we have, I didn't hear that. What did you say? El ojo. And for two, we say los ojos. Did you remember that? So let's look at it again. We say el ojo or los ojos. Bien. What else do we have on the face? What about the nose? How do we say the nose in Spanish? I know. We would say la nariz. Let me hear you say that. La nariz. So, we have the nose, and we say the nose, it's la nariz. Muy bien. And then now, we have other parts. So we have the eyes, the nose. What other part do we have? What about the mouth? The mouth. How do we say the mouth in Spanish? Any one of you know it? Muy bien. We say la boca. Let me hear you say that. La boca. So, let's just review those we had before. First, we had the eyes, and we say they are, what are they again? El ojo for one, or for two, we have los ojos. Muy bien. And then, after this, we had, how do we say it? La nariz. And then now, after this, we had la boca. La boca. Muy bien. What other parts do we have of our face? I know. What about this part? Right here. How do we call that? In English, we say the chin. The chin. Isn't it so? But in Spanish, we call it el mentón. And remember, it has an accent, so we give more stress to where the accent is. When you have words with accent, you put a little stress there. So we say el mentón. Let me hear you say that. Muy bien. El mentón. So we have, again, let's look at them. I'm just going to show you the pictures this time, and you're going to tell me what they are, right? One is el ojo. Muy bien. And for two, we have los ojos. And then you have, what is it? La nariz. Muy bien. And then you have la boca. Excelente. And finally, el mentón. Bien. But we have some other parts, don't we? These, what are they called? So we have at points 1 or 2. Isn't that so? All right, so how do we call this, which we say it's the ears in English, right? So for one, we say la oreja. Again, la oreja. And for two, we say las orejas. So la oreja or las orejas. So let's just review all the parts that we have done so far, and then we're going to do a little exercise. So we're going to start back again from the beginning, just to see if we remember all the parts we did. So today, we are dealing with el cuerpo humano. And in el cuerpo humano, we have three parts. La cabeza, el tronco y las extremidades, which are the limbs, right? And then we said that today we're going to concentrate more on the parts of la cabeza, and we started with first the face, which is la cara. Remember that? La cara. And then we had the following parts. El ojo for one. For two, los ojos. Then we had la nariz. Do you remember which part is la nariz? Muy bien. La nariz. Then we have la boca. La boca. Then we have, what part is this? Muy bien. El mentón. And then we had la oreja. Or las orejas. Bien. Now we come to a little activity. Our activity is simply going to be, call itself Talkity. I'm going to say Talkity, Talkity. And I'm going to give you the part's name in Spanish, and you are going to touch that part. Let's see if you remember the various parts, right? Let's see. Don't pick now. Let's see what part we're going to go first. Talkity, Talkity. Talkity, la nariz. Do you remember what part is la nariz? Aha. So tócate la nariz. Ah, muy bien. Let's see if you can get another one. Muy bien. Tócate, tócate. Tócate el mentón. Do you remember what part is el mentón? Muy bien. El mentón. How many of you touched your chin? Good. Let's do it one more time to see if we're really getting it. Tócate, tócate. Tócate la boca. How many of you are touching your mouth? Very good. So we say tócate, tócate, and these are the parts. What about if I show you the picture? Would you be able to tell me what part it is? Let's see if we remember. So I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell me what it is. Muy bien. Las orejas. Aha. Let's see another picture. If you remember well. What about this one? Muy bien. Los ojos. Very good. So today, let's just review everything that we did in our class today. We saw el cuerpo humano, right? El cuerpo humano. And in el cuerpo humano vimos la cabeza, el tronco y las extremidades. Muy bien. And we looked at the parts of la cabeza, which we started with la cara, los ojos, la nariz, la boca, el mentón y las orejas. Bien? Do you think you'll remember that? Good. So we're going to continue next class looking at parts of the trunk and a little bit of the extremities. But before we go, I have a little song for us to do. I'm sure you heard of this song, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Have you heard of that song? But we're going to sing it this time in Spanish. So we're going to learn a little more about it, and we're going to do the song together. But let's go through the words together. Cabeza, hombro, rodillas y pies. Rodillas y pies. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. So let's go over the words again. Cabeza, let me hear you say that. Cabeza, hombro, rodillas, pies. Bien. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. So I'm going to start it very slow, and then we're going to pick up the pace with it. So it goes cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies, cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies, y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz, cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Yes? You think you would be able to do that? Let's go again. But we're going to take it slow so that we get it, and then we move a little faster. So we're going, cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Think you got that? I don't think I have too much of a good singing voice, but I know a lot of you here can sing, right? So let's hear you sing it with me. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Yes? But now, what about we do the actions with that? Do you think you're ready for that? All right, let's see. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. Ay, cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Yes? Let's see if we do it one last time before we go, right? Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. Y ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pies, rodilla y pies. You think you got that? Why don't you try it? So until next time, adios.